This is going to be the second part of the educational video which I wanted to talk to you guys about. And the second thing which I wanted to talk to you guys about is going to be structure and organization. Abhi, there is this one big mistake which you guys are making, and some of you guys are probably gonna make it either way because, again, you guys are very impatient. It's something which is gonna be happening. There is a reason you're watching science based lifting, or there's a reason you're watching a lot of these videos which I put out as well, because you may be currently under the impression that, oh, if I do this kind of given style of lifting approach, you might just gain muscle a bit more faster. You will gain muscle at a rate which you're designated to gain at. Science based lifting is going to allow you to reach that rate. That is it. You're not going to fasten up the rate of progress. You're not going to increase your progress. None of that is happening. I'm not promising you guys any of that shit. That is not happening at all. All I'm trying to tell you here is, if you're going to be using a science based lifting approach, have some realistic expectations for yourself. Don't just sit here and think, oh, now I'm following this kind of given approach, so I should be gaining muscle pretty quickly. I get messages, I get a lot of messages from people saying, Raghu, I've been following your advice and I've been gaining strength and I haven't put on any muscle. And I ask them, how long have you been doing this for? They'll be like, 3 months. 3 months. Guys, that's not how it works, right? So the main thing which I want you to focus on in this current curriculum of free educational talks is gonna be, right now, structure and organization. Now, what is structure and organization? It is basically creating a foundation of structure which helps you adhere to your given kind of approach or whatever you're doing. Now, if you have structure into your training program, if you have structure into your nutrition, if you have structure into how you go about things in life, if you have structure with everything which you do, there is very high chances that you're not gonna fall off. There is very high chances that you're not gonna go off track. There is very high chances that you're likely going to be succeeding. Having structure will provide you this kind of concrete foundation which helps you adhere to your given kind of whatever you're trying to adhere to, right? Whether it be nutrition, whether it be training, whether it be any kind of lifestyle choices, it is going to help you. That is one thing which I want you to focus on, is creating this base foundation. When अगर तुम्हारे पास ये बेस फाउंडेशन है नहीं, it is going to be very difficult for you to adhere to. Now, for example, let's say if I'm someone who has a meal plan. मैंने ये meal plan रखा है, सुबह I'm going to eat this, I'm going to eat that, and रात को I'm going to eat that. And I then decided कि I'm going to go out with my friends. What to do at that given situation? It would be wise to see the current macros of that given previous meal which I had and try to replicate that somewhere along the line, right? That gives you that structure, right? At least I'm still in that given structure. Even though I'm off the meal plan, I'm still within that given structure. Similarly, with training, you need to start logging in your lifts. If you're someone who's right now not logging in your lift every single session which you go to the gym, I need you to either take your phone with you and log your lift on any kind of app which you use, or take a book and start writing, because this is going to be very important. Logging things which is going to help you increase again your motivation levels. Another thing which will help you is to understand where you left off from previous session and where you should be going in the next coming session. If you're someone who's not doing that right now, I would highly suggest doing that. This kind of thing creates structure. Tracking your calories every single day, tracking your macros every single day, tracking your lifts every single day, following a structured routine, following a structured diet, following a structural pattern of manner is going to help you create that strong structure which helps you create that organization skills. Create this. Take this from someone who never did this. It took me a very, very, very long time to understand this. I was also in your given place. I was also someone who wanted to rush the process, who wanted to, oh, now I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, if you, before any of that ever happens, it's very, very, very important for you to take care of this basic structure and organization skills, right? If you have this right now, if you focus on these things right now, it's gonna be very, very, very easier for you to follow the aage ka things which I'm gonna tell you. If let's say you don't have the structure, if you, let's say you didn't focus on building the structure and building the base foundational organization, this is what's gonna happen. Whenever you go off track of the whatever like whatever you have built, it is very, very easier to not adhere to it. You don't have a structure to adhere to. How will you focus on staying, keeping yourself in track, right? You need a structure, because if you don't have a structure, your adherence will be questioned by you only, not by me. मेरा मेरा कोई काम धंधा नहीं उसमें, राइट? यू नीड टू मेक श्योर तुम्हारे पास ये है. अगर नहीं होगा तो स्टार्ट फोकसिंग ऑन दिस राइट नाउ. Make a base structure for your training, for your nutrition, for your lifestyle, and make sure you keep them organized. The better you organize it, the better you get with organization on that, easier it is for you to follow through. I know I have a lot of clients who are busy all day, and they are able to make sure that they are able to make sure that they still follow the diet, they still follow the training plan, they still follow the given lifestyle structures which I've told them to follow. They are not the one who are cribbing about, oh, I work 9 hours a day, oh, I still have to do that, I still have to do that. It doesn't work that way, right? You build a structure, you put them in an organized manner, and you follow through with it. Okay, that is it for today. I hope you follow whatever I just told you, and anyway, subscribe, like, and follow for more.